how are you feeling today? What's your mindset? What's going on? We're going to talk about leads today, and we're going to talk about automation because I get so many questions on, is your program super automated? And here's the deal. Yes, we have tons of automation with the way that we run our leads and our buyers and sellers, but we also have this really cool thing called a human touch. You can generate as many leads as you want to, but if you're not getting on the phone and actually picking up the phone and calling people, nothing is ever going to happen. There was a study from Harvard that was done that basically showed that in order to get a lead actually on the phone to become a client, that it usually takes 12 touches before you're actually going to ever be able to get that person on the phone or have some kind of interaction in there. The Harvard study also showed that the average person only makes 2 contacts. So they might call or they might email and then they let them go, right? The study also showed that many times a large percentage of leads that everybody seems to want were never even contacted at all. So what does that mean? Is automation everything? I believe that automation in your business, as far as once you get the client, is super imperative. I also believe that automation is very important when reminding you to pick up the phone and call, reminding you to make a personal text, reminding you to send an email. Should you have automatic emails in place? Absolutely. But if you just send an automatic generic text or an automatic generic email to every single person, is what you're sending really helping that person? I don't know, right? In my opinion, the very best resource that you have is yourself. We all know we cannot call every single lead, right? If you're doing target market campaigns and you're running Facebook ads and you're, having landing pages where people are doing a specific activity, you're going to get a lot of leads that are coming in. Should those leads be put on some kind of an action plan where they're getting market updates from you or they're getting some really important tips from you? Absolutely. Should those leads just be forgotten and never touched? No. Should you try to get the phone number for them and actually pick up the phone? Yes. The gold is in you, all right? The gold is in your process or your assistant or a team member that's actually picking up the phone and making personal contact with these people. I really believe right now that we are getting so automated in our day and age that people are now, they can sense automation from miles away and all they're doing is they're deleting, right? So if you have a really good ad campaign, make sure you're asking for a phone number. If people aren't going to give you their phone number, if you're doing a lead gen ad, let's just say through Facebook many times auto-populates the phone numbers. Are you calling them? What are you doing with these campaigns that you're running? What is your next action, right? Yes, I'm not saying that it's not good to do automatic emails and automatic text messages and all that stuff. It's all great, but a part of your process, a part of your lead gen, the most important part is the person. It's the personal connection, and it's you actually picking up the phone and making the phone call and connecting with the other person on the other end. And then it's you as a salesperson, right? Or it's you actually asking the right questions and finding out what value you can give them and how you can serve them, how you can help them. The first question shouldn't just be, do you want to buy a house? Do you want to sell a house? No, they're going to always tell you, no, I'm just looking. No, I'm just looking, right? We know if they're calling you about, or they're making a connection about a home, they might not be ready right now, but they will be in 3 to 6 months from now. So obviously, if they're not ready right this second, getting them on some regular campaigns is great, but also a part of that campaign needs to be having a phone call that happens, checking in with them. How many times has somebody told you they're not thinking about buying or selling until 6 months, and then you go call them 6 months later and they bought a house 3 months prior? Why? Because somebody else followed up with them probably. Or they met somebody at the right place in the right time, and you weren't properly following up and making personal interactions with the person on the other end of the phone. So my goal here today is to get you to understand that there is nothing better than a personal interaction, right? There's nothing better than actually picking up that phone and making a phone call. Does it feel funny sometimes calling 5 times and they don't answer? Does it feel weird sending 7 or 8 text messages? It does. It's uncomfortable. But I will tell you what, there's many times, because I'm pretty busy, so I have certain companies that I'll reach out to, and they have relentless salespeople. And I have to tell you, I appreciate the fact those salespeople continue to follow up with me. I'll tell them, hey, I'm not going to do anything right now. I really am not ready. And then they might leave. But many times I really want the product. I just haven't had the time to research it. So I appreciate them. Good morning, Jamie. So I appreciate them actually following through. So what I'm going to tell you is that people appreciate it when you do your job. If somebody is making an inquiry on a home that you have or an ad that you're running, they are serious. They might not be right now, right? They might need to know how to get qualified, or what it takes to buy a home, what it takes to sell a home, what it takes to buy whatever it is your goods or services is. This kind of an interaction is good for any business across the board. If you're not calling your leads and making personal contact and then giving them the questions you're asking, right? You're asking, what are you thinking about right now? Why do you want to buy or sell? Or do you have any kids? Yes, I have kids. Oh, how old are they? If they have kids that are in school, maybe just give them the school scores of a certain area, right? If they say that they're really active, give them information about areas or places that have a lot of activities. Does that make sense? And that you only get that from a personal conversation. You only get that from personal contact. You don't get that from sending out an automatic email that they're deleting. I guarantee that they're deleting. Most emails never even get opened. So if you're just sending emails, don't bother. They're not opening them. They're going delete, 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 right? Think about you when you open up your computer. What's the first thing you do when you open up your email? You go through and you delete all the stuff that doesn't pertain to you, and you can tell like that's adsy, right? Maybe you'll save 1 or 2 emails that you want to watch later or you want to read later that are important to you. But then after a month, because they're still there, you delete those anyways. My point is that people like personal touch. They like personal communication. And with that personal communication, there's a multitude of things that you can do. So yes, automation is amazing. I'm not saying it's not, but what I am saying is that even better than automation is actually you as a salesperson picking up the phone and making personal contact and connection, and then giving as much value as possible and serving the person on the other line as much as you can. It's about helping people. The more that we help people, the more that we give to people based upon a conversation that we're having, the more you're going to be likely to actually turn that lead into a prospect. So I hope this helps. Kind of a quick Facebook Live today. Anything you need from me, please let me know. I'm here to help and to serve you. Love to answer any questions. If I'm ever jumping on a Facebook Live and you have a question to ask me, feel free. Make it a great day, everyone. If you'd like more information about coaching, feel free to reach out to me, KristaMashore.com, and we'll help you. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching my video. You can learn more about how to be a successful real estate professional by watching other videos that I have. And be sure to subscribe to my channel. And as always, make it a great home selling and buying day.